So I mentioned that the first property I got was the single family home in Germany, which was at the time valued 270,000 euro. Well, in 2020, just after I started to really take up real estate investing education and trying to get smart on that, I was actually getting ready to move back to New York City and attend a graduate program there for work. And instead of rent, I wanted to take that opportunity to use the VA loan and purchase a property. So I started looking at VA-approved buildings in Manhattan and found a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom condominium in Harlem that I was able to acquire for $750,000. And I was able to do this, again, with no money down, including the closing costs, because I negotiated with the sellers to concede back the amount of the closing costs, right? So while the selling looks at $650 on paper, the reality was I was conceded back another $25,000 to $30,000 so that I could pay my closing costs at the end of the transaction. And what that meant was that end of June, I was able to walk away with the title of that property and having put no money down. And that was my resident for the following about 2.5 years. Just recently moved out of that. For the next step that I wanted to be able to do was figure out how to access capital in order to continue my investing journey, right? And so I sought some business loan opportunities, and I used that to actually buy out of the VA loan in order to position that property in a place where I would be able to cash flow it when I moved out. So I ended up paying down 20% or a little bit less because I had gained some equity at that point to get that property to a conventional mortgage. Placed a HELOC under it, so I was able to access that capital, paid off part of the business loan, and then use the rest to actually get into this next property, my duplex in Michigan. That one I bought for $190,000, and that was actually also had a tenant in place and was already cash flowing, which was great. So with putting none of my own personal money in at the time of the purchase, acknowledging that I did pay down some of the mortgages, particularly these first two, as time went along, so that I can create a better cash flow situation and build some equity. I got these 3 properties here, totaling in just shy of $1.1 million, right? And these are all gaining equity for me, cash flowing for me, going to be producing money for the long run. So anyone can do it. You just got to get yourself educated on it and jump in and figure out how to make it happen for yourself.